Well, let's go ahead and set up this Sunday night football with this gameplay. Dallas Cowboys going to try to keep the train moving. They should be well rested. Coming in, playing the Vikings at home in Minneapolis. So this should be a good Sunday night matchup. We're going to go ahead and cover it and see what's going to happen. Everybody's predicting a high-scoring game with both of these offenses looking good. So yeah, we're going to see. Trust me. I'm giving the Cowboys props here. It's not easy. They've been looking gooder than they have looked in decades. So they looking to have a promising season, hopefully get to a championship. I hope not, but we'll see. So let's get this baby underway. This Goodymo Gaming. Hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't. We're gonna get this going. If I sound a little different, I'm a little under the weather. This weather change from hot to cold kind of done something to my body. But I'm about at least 75–80% better than I was 2 days ago. So yeah, looking to get some more strength and get ready for this winter is coming.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Minnesota offense ready to go next year. Their quarterback in his 10th season overall now, and 4th as a Viking.
Oh, Kirk Cousins. He came a long way, and I think everybody will agree with that. I mean, still a lot to prove on this part, but better than years past, especially with Washington used to be Skins, I'll just say that. Now they're just a Washington football team.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Already an injury early.
Now whistles and a timeout.
They say if you don't get one, get it early as possible so you can have a chance to come back.
We'll step aside and be right back.
Give a quarter or two, possibly, you ought to see him back on the field. But yeah, I'm Minnesota. Just like going into a lot of these games, you want to get that running game established. Even if you're a team that doesn't have a running game, you still want to try to get it established, especially against a balanced team like the Cowboys. You don't want them teeing off on you with their defense.
Cousins gives way to Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
It's a good stop, but still puts them in 3rd and short. Very manageable. Some Cousins should be able to pick up. Quick slant, flare out, or possibly a run by himself to pick it up.
This opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it. Here's Cook.
Oh, good stop. Defense is starting early. They don't want to give up anything. Remember, you're dealing with a rested team. I mean, they've been sitting back just watching film, scouting, really prepared for this game. Really prepared for this game. So an early 3 and out.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. CD Lamb deep for the Cowboys.
Yeah, but that Vikings wide receiver, Justin Jefferson, he said this is a big game for us. One is Sunday night. The world will be watching. And we want to show the world that the Vikings are not the ones to be counted out. Say plus with 5-1. So they're a great team, and we want to be on the plus side of our record. Yeah, because they're at 500, which is the Vikings, and Dallas is actually 5-1. So that is a big game for the Vikings at home. Try to turn their season around, get on the winning side of the record.
First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Elliott running right. Dancing
Plenty of room.
And he's taken down, but
Good
able to
tough
slip
run.
across the 35. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall.
I mean, usually how the Cowboys go is how he's looking.
You saw plenty of those runs because
I mean, you allow this guy to get 100 yards rushing this year, that will usually result in a lose for your football team. These Cowboys are well balanced.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works.
There's the other guy.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for
I'm telling you, decades past, they got the players in position. Like the old Super Bowl winning Cowboys. I mean, you will call Cooper out. Now, I don't want to disrespect any of these greats. For as Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman, Michael Irvin, Harper. But right on cue, Cooper will be like playing the Michael Irvin position at the wide out. Obviously, Ezekiel Elliott will be the Emmitt Smith. Dak Prescott will be the Troy Aikman. When I hate to downgrade C.D. Lamb to say he's Harper on the other end, because I think he's going to have a way better career than Harper. Which I'll get my point.
He did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll get it down.
Too many loose gaps early. I mean, he's getting touched after 5 or 6 yards.
Leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Prescott.
Get that out on the run. What a throw. That's been the difference right there.
And the Cowboys have taken the early lead.
I mean, Dak Prescott is playing the best of his career
Both sides of the football
this year.
early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen,
They lost cover. As soon as he rolled out, containment, everything was lost. That was wide open.
They're going to run this, we're going to stop it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be
And I guess you can say Schultz, Jay Novacek. No disrespect to Jay, but yeah, he will be playing his position.
And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
So they're not lacking the weapons.
So the drive there took 6
I mean, the Cowboys have at least 2 straight games of 500+ yards of total offense. I mean, these guys can put it up. So we got a 7-0 ball game early in this first quarter. And that Kirk Cousins going to have to be very careful because you have to keep an eye on both cornerbacks. I mean, Trayvon Diggs, this guy, he just set an NFL record for an interception, giving him at least one in the first 7 games to start the season. And they also, Cowboys have the longest NFL's active streak with multiple takeaways at 10 straight games. So this defense, man, I mean, they get turnovers and they get stops.
But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Osa Odighizuwa on the tackle.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. We know they're securing the point of attack.
They're trying to stick with that run a little bit, but Dallas is going to force them to put that ball in the air a little bit. They're stuffing their runs to start. Oh, near a sack.
And it's going to bring up a third down.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down too. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
If I was them, I would come with a screen on this play, because I'm going to be predicting that Dallas want to do a blitz. They're going to be a little aggressive. A screen could possibly pick up a first down if you time it right. Oh, just got there. Good throw. Man, he's short. That's tough. They don't review yardage a game too often, but I would probably try to review that one. I mean, he's stretched out. Let's see here. It's a bad angle. There we go. Oh, man, that's a first down to me. That's tough to stall out their offense this early again. 2, 3 and out.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll be looking to
Dak Prescott. I'm proud for Dak. He finally got his money. They held him out as long as they could. Talk about a guy that just went to work, professional, done his job. No controversies really surrounding him. He played the holdout great. Well, I don't want to call it a holdout, but, you know, obviously he wanted to get paid, and he kept showing up. But it was well overdue. He deserves it, just on his professionalism alone. So, good for him, and now he's backing it up by coming in having a season like this one. So he's earning the money.
It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Second and 1, he picked it up. He was right there at the stripe. Yeah, Minnesota's going to have to turn them over, I believe, if they want to make this a ball game. I mean, it's 7-0 early, but I can just sense this thing can get open quicker with Dallas racking up some points if they can't make stops and get turnovers. And at least stop Ezekiel Elliott a little bit. More than likely he'll get his 100 yards. That just means you have to shut down some of that passing.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in
Big 3rd and 9. You can get them off the field, get your offense started back up, hopefully to get points, move the ball a little bit, get that defense some more rest.
Extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
It's all about what you do on 3rd down. Oh, he got in there. Look at that. They will need a lot more of that.
And they're going to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
And when you think of the Vikings, you think of a team that brings a lot of pressure to the quarterback, but a surprise in 2020.
Unblocked.
Only 23 sacks as a unit last year. So they're in need of bigger production from their pass rush in 2021. Remember, last year's numbers, they were in the bottom 5 in the NFL. No way they want a repeat of that.
The veteran in his first year with the Cowboys, Brian Anger, on to punt. Back deep, D.D. Westbrook.
Good foot.
Taken on the 25. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota
Yeah, I'm coming out on this possession, slinging it around a little bit. I mean, still stick with your run, but you got to kind of catch them by surprise. I might even try to go for a deep shot. You got to get this defense on their heels a little bit.
They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But
stay above the chain. Good pickup.
You're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he takes a shot on the release.
That might have been a good service of dropping that ball, actually. He might have lost yardage on that catch. But they're going to have to protect Cousins a lot better than they're doing. Two passes, he didn't drop back. He had a guy in his face or hitting his arm. Goodness. He's kind of holding on to it a little long himself. I mean, that'll be discrediting that Dallas secondary, which is good. You know, there's reasons why he's holding on to that ball. No one's open. Does his knee go down? Sometimes this stuff here be close. Quarterbacks get sacked and the ball just, squirts out. They either say an elbow and knee was down, but that was a little borderline right there. They just call the play dead once that quarterback gets smothered. Well, that ought to help your defense. That ought to help you a little bit. Bag them up. Oh, there it is. There it is. Right on time for the Vikings. If the offense can't do it, let the defense come on in. Dak throwing across his body. Smith cut Schultz right off on that route. That's exactly what this defense is going to have to do. Just to make this a ball game.
Greg Joseph on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here.
7-7. Them pick sixes are real tough for any quarterback. Because what it does, it puts you right back on the field right after interception for a touchdown. You got to erase that completely from your mind and go right back out there. Some quarterbacks approach it differently. Some of them come back a little timid. Some of them come back a little upset, fired up, and want to go down there and strike for a quick touchdown. We'll see if this affects Dak Prescott a little bit. I don't expect it to, but you got to make a quick turnaround. Offense is right back out there.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Back to it after the pick six. Prescott. Now he's flushed out left. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Way to come in and close that scramble up. That had a big capability of a big play. At least picking the first down up. If you're Dallas, you don't want to get too excited. You still want to stick to your running game. You've been picking up 6-5 yards a pop.
On 2nd down, Elliott. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Here comes that important 3rd and 6. That always comes up for every team. It's about what your percentage is, and what you do on 3rd downs is key to any football game.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
Oh, good screen. That one was right on time. They sensed that they were coming after them. They invited everybody in on Dak Prescott, and all he had to do was a little flick of the wrist. Out on the wing, one guy to beat, and they chopped him down. 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Prescott off play action.
Oh, nice play action.
And this is going to turn into another.
I've seen him grab 3 already. One guy you got to keep an eye on. But it's tough. I understand for any defense. Because you really can't just key on him. They got other weapons. You got CeeDee Lamb over there.
They want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did.
And either they can be the same guy or even a little better.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29.
Gallup, when he's in this offense, he's no cheesecake either.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one
Well,
14 yards and another 1st.
Prescott said if you want to get a good answer to that question off of throwing a pick six, how it will come back on the previous possession, he's showing you right now.
That he exceeded everyone's expectations, including his own.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Starting to do fairly good with him after, coming out of the gate, picking up 5-6 yards a pop. They're starting to squeeze him a little bit.
And sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
Cut.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10.
He hit that hole at the right angle. The side shift. He'd have hit it left. He would have been short 3 or 4 yards than what he gained.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott.
Look at that. Sweet. Prescott said, hey, man, I can move out of the pocket and throw the ball. Don't let that pick 6 fool you. My percentage is very well on the move. Losing sight of the tight end. No way he should have walked in untouched. But when you have multiple weapons, you got to pick your poison. And I think out of all the weapons out there, I think Schultz is the one they want to, veer off of, leave a little open. But he's got game too. 14-7.
Touchdown at Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Anybody think that the Vikings need Stephon Diggs right now? They could use him right now. That's a big wide receiver they lost.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes,
but that happens. Every team loses a top player every year, either by money or just disgruntled, just don't want to play for him no more, want to move on. Not happy, not satisfied. It happens in both sports, meaning football and basketball. By the way, head over to NBA 2K22 as well. Got that season rolling. If we have basketball fans, we're back doing this thing. Oh my, did you see that? Oh man. You don't get more beautiful than that. That's Thielen, my goodness. I think that called for instant replay, which they didn't do. Don't know why not.
Here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Come on, you got to find somebody. See, that's the problem. Yeah, coverage might be wonderful, but throwing it on a sideline does not take that much effort. If it's not there, throw it away. Right now, he needs to be getting rid of that ball.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3-4 4 or 5 seconds.
Can't afford sacks in this type of ball game.
Downfield, so great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away too.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's to Dalvin Cook.
It's all right. Good check down. At least you give yourself some punting space. But there's no way y'all should have been behind the chains that much on that play. Cousins has got to get rid of that ball a lot faster. If it's not there, throw it away. When they could have found something there, because I'll be looking to get it to Cook a lot more from the passing end. Can't get the running game going, hit him on some flares, some rollouts. Wheel routes, whatever you got to do. Whoa, pretty close. Just went in for a touchback. That could have easily been on a 6 to 3 yard line. Schultz giving them the business. I start calling him Dutch Schultz.
Set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score,
yep, just like they did with Ezekiel Elliott right there. That's exactly what y'all gonna have to start doing with Cook. Loosen that defense up a little bit.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked
But
up.
man, Dak's got it though. He's reading these defenses very well. Yeah, he's got a pick 6. But on an average, he's spotting it out. Uh-oh, we got Cooper injured. That could be huge. Especially for the Vikings. That's just one weapon you won't have to worry about, depending on when he's coming back.
So they'll come up.
That's a big injury for Dallas.
On a 2nd and 3. To throw is Prescott. His throw incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb just drops the ball. Not gonna see that often from him. Brings up a 3rd and 3. Got to get him off the field. They're trying to hand it to you. Whoa, look at that one. They say, I got you. Don't worry about it, Cooper. Now these other guys getting involved. That's a great throw there. He was covered. He put that ball right where it needed to be. This should be the last play of this quarter. Drop. Well, it would have been without a drop.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and unforced the incompletion.
So that's 2 quick drops from CeeDee Lamb. It's out of character early for him. One wide open and one in deep coverage.
Here's 2nd and 10. He goes to Lamb again.
Ooh, good move.
They get 7 out.
Smart play. Let him touch it, feel it a little bit. 14-7. End of the first quarter. Vikings got to settle down here. There's another big third down play coming up. 3rd and short. It's in their wheelhouse. They can do a run. They can do a pass. Offensive playbook is pretty much open.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with
Oh, good stick.
He's going to be taken down.
Good stick.
Yards short of the first.
That puts them right in the medium from a field goal to just going for this thing. And I believe they're going for it. Have no reason not to go for it. There's a 38-yard line. I don't think they trust their kicker for this long distance shot. Big step up for that defense. Right there. Here we go. You want some more points, defense. Got to get them here. There's the stroll. He busted through. My goodness. To the house. Oh, man.
Well, that is a situation, Charles, where it's too long for the field goal. Why not take a shot on 4th down?
Hats on hats, and he done went right through the gap.
Guessing goes with the job description when you're the head coach. And most guys nowadays, they understand and study analytics. They have someone
Trusted they man, and he came through.
So they're a lot more comfortable rolling the dice and going for it.
He said, you got me with the left, but my right hand is going to knock you out. And that's exactly what happened on that 4th down and short. They put hats on hats. Everybody was accounted for. Once he broke that line of scrimmage, it was all said and done. 21-7. Vikings got trouble, especially if they're not able to move the football. I don't believe they've seen across the 50 yet.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Yeah, this might speed y'all up a little bit on offense. You still can stick with the run a little bit, but you have to look for big plays. You have to get it down the field. And Cousins, it's time to read and react. You don't need to sit back in that pocket with men covered and just sitting there like a duck. Roll out, scramble, throw it away.
The Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Overshot.
When you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw is Cousins. And that is in.
Look at Diggs.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Yeah, man.
Fans here don't seem too happy about
This
what they've
defense
seen.
is nailed tight.
Not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing. Cousins.
Yeah. Now he wants to throw it away. 3rd and 10. Oh, man. At least he's learning. At least he's learning.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will
Well, if this defense can't stop them, at least get them to punt every once in a while, this score is going to get racked up.
Closing in on a 100-yard game.
And that's the magic number for a running back. Anytime you get to that,
I mean, I got to force some punts.
that's all you're looking for. But he's got a chance to really exceed that in this one.
Yeah, he does. That's been the gold standard for a long time, hasn't that one?
But these 3 and outs,
Really has, and that
that's
never
putting a
has
lot
to
of pressure on this Vikings
because in
defense.
a game, it's 1,000
Dallas is going to run them tired.
ordering since we've gone from 12 to 14 to 16 games. Maybe we need to up that a little.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, he obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you
think.
mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
That blocking.
Dancing to his left. Finds a seam inside the 40. Prescott able to get down there.
They're getting whatever they want.
I guess no need to
You want some running? Yeah, we'll get that too. You want a little passing? Yeah, we got that little drop off, flares. We want to scramble out of the pocket for 15, 20. Yeah, we can get that too.
And he slides down.
Got to give up something.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
At this point, y'all not even picking any poison.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards.
Y'all taking all the potion.
2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott.
Ah, they bootlegging. Got to get him. You kidding me?
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still
Oh, you kidding me?
6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty
Is this
good
what
game.
happens with a well-rested team?
They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
He's 2 yards from 100.
First down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with
2 yards from a 100-yard game.
And you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Prescott on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Schultz.
Whatever they want.
6 there on 1st.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
I mean, time in the pocket. Wide receivers running their routes precisely, getting open, finding gaps.
From the 16, Prescott out to the right here to Wilson. And that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another 1st down on the pickup of 5 yards. And a good quarterback.
And I'm going to be honest with you, they don't need Cooper in this game.
Time to survey the scene. That's what's going to happen.
No doubt
I
about
mean,
it.
everybody's on the board for this offense.
To pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
he's
set
looking
up
for a
for
scheme like
Ezekiel.
that to try and
Bust
get
that
more
strike.
pressure at the passer.
2nd and 1. This offense couldn't have looked any better in this first half.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Prescott yet again. And that is caught.
Well, you can do what you want at the 1-yard line. He's the player of the game so far right now. Dutch Schultz.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially
Schultz
when the
out there
defense sells out
doing
against
it
the
mob
run.
style.
He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Look at this. My goodness.
Now Zerline on and the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
Defense talking to offense, offense talking to defense. Somebody's got to figure it out. Because Dallas going to go for 50 bones if they don't find a way to slow them down. Arena's quiet.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline.
Or should I say stadium?
Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Minnesota's offense takes over possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain.
Well, you know what happens when you're down by this much and you have a subpar quarterback. That means turnovers will start to happen. He's got to drop back every time to pass. There's going to be some problems ahead.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything
Hey,
possible.
you can dink and dunk.
Sometimes you do it like basketball.
Go
teams
for
that
it.
don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life.
Took a
make them
while to
move
get
little bit
smart.
quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Now that's just a terrible cut.
1st down, but it won't net him much, maybe a yard.
Guy had a gap sitting right off the right side and decided to reroute it. I don't know what Cook was doing on that play. That could have been an easy 6 to 10 yard pickup.
On 2nd and 9, Cousins quickly to Thielen here. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't caught their way. They just need a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Off the play fake, Cousins. And up
Not good. Not good.
Terrell Basham able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
Amen.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Cousins toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got a third.
Save a turnover, just shotgun draw this thing. This possession is dead in the water.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Cousins now. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook.
Whoa.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Y'all might think about this one.
But they're still stopped the yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long.
I mean, what you have to lose? I mean, you could try a long field goal,
I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it.
which would be a 54-yard field goal if that's what you want to try. But looking at this score, you got to gamble sometime.
Mike Zimmer's made his decision.
They're going to go.
To try and go for this thing on 4th down. To throw, Cousins. Open
Good hit.
and it's complete. And he'll get this one down.
Big play.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on
I would have thought they would have ran it, considering how this passing game been going, how he's been getting sacked and holding on to the ball, but made that decision pretty quick.
Because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. From the red zone now, Cousins. Out right here to Herndon.
That was a short pickup.
Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Vikings on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Nowhere to turn
Well,
this time, and he goes
same as usual.
sacked back at the 29. So that now 4 first-half sacks.
Go ahead and kick your field goal and be satisfied.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to
Pretty
do
much
something different.
unblocked. Can't really blame Cousins for that one. This defense is just too good.
Joseph's got it. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up.
28 to 10. Got 6:35 remaining in this 2nd quarter.
Because you know, after the sack, there was a little consternation there. We had a field goal range. Are we going to be able to get through?
I mean, if they can just get Dallas to punt or just some of these possessions, they can just try to creep into this game, but they got to stop them from running up the scoreboard or at least force some field goals.
Pollard elects to
But the likelihood of them scoring a touchdown every time they possess it is pretty high at this point.
And the numbers for the last drive, and he was perfect, which maybe isn't surprising because he has not missed a pass in this game yet.
And it lets you know just how precise things have to be for a quarterback to be perfect, because that means the line's blocking really well. No one's dropping any of the passes thrown to them.
I mean, what? Is only incomplete is an interception? Is that what we're trying to say here?
He's the principal guy, but he needs a lot of
I don't want to believe that. He had dropped, so as far as him putting it on the guys, yeah, he's been very accurate. Very 16 for 20. So that makes sense. And most of the incompletions are, like I say, from the interception, and then he had a couple or a few drop balls. So he's been right on it. Look at that protection. Nice. Look at that. I mean, how can you contend with that? See, one thing that Dak Prescott is doing, he's recognizing the time in the pocket of him escaping or just sitting there like a duck versus what Cousins is doing. He has a clock going off in his head, and as soon as it buzzes and goes off, he's escaping the pocket. That's something Cousins is not doing. He's just sitting back there until he's met with a body. Can't do that.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he's got it across the midfield stripe.
16 for 103 in the first half. They can give him a suitcase and send him on vacation right now.
Another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Prescott from the gun.
Goes again.
He's going to find Gallup here complete.
See, he's making the most out of what he's presented with. You rush, I escape, I'll dump it down. Keeping his eyes down the field as he's scrambling. I mean, they're squeezing the juice out of all these possessions.
They'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. Just they move, and they know it affects.
3rd and inches.
A lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
He decided to cut back on the end of that. Even Zeke, if he would have kept it left, he's got more out of it. He came in, he stayed out. He could have bust that one open, like right here. See, he went in, he should have kept it out. He had blockers.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And incomplete.
CeeDee Lamb, my goodness. I mean, I don't think we've seen him drop this many balls in a ball game. I mean, I know I'm not a Dallas fan, and I probably don't catch every game, which I try to catch every game because I want to watch them lose. But CeeDee Lamb, I mean, no contact drops. Far in between.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Here's Prescott. And a completion to Wilson. And this is going to turn.
Got Wilson, though. He stepped up.
Tackle is made at the Vikings 21. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
so many times in my career.
Yeah, there's two type of drops that you can have in a ball game. One you never want to have, which is a drop with no contact. It hits your hand, you just flat out just drop it. Then you have the drop where it comes with contact. It hits your hands, but the contact of the hit, the impact jars it loose. That's a little more understandable. And here he is on a run again. Look at this. Like I said, they're getting everything they want. And there's Lamb making up for, he could have had 6, 7 catches with the drops he didn't have. But yeah, you have those drops where you get hit with contact and they knock it loose. Those are a little more understandable. It just depends. Like I said, on the contact, if you drop it, some people give you the benefit of doubt and say, yeah, that was a hit. He dropped the ball. And then you have another one, which is like a strip. Almost like, with the fumble, to where they kind of hit their hand down on the ball. Touchdown. What can you say about this offense? Yeah, Dan sure did a jab. Yeah. So yeah, and those instances of a catch and a swipe down, knock it out of your hands, you won't get too much of benefit of doubt on those, because they're gonna say, well, you should have tucked it away, your hand should have been stronger. How could you let him knock it out? It was a great defensive play. So, reason why I'm saying all this, those wide open, no contact drops, you don't want to have those. Those will make you lose your job. Those will have you on the sideline. Those will have everybody question your ability to catch the ball. Too much stuff can arise when you start just dropping the ball. Everybody drops the ball, but on a consistent basis, you don't want to do that. Same thing with fumbles. There are different type of fumbles, but running backs and wide receivers, or even quarterbacks. So,
now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
And this one's wide open so far. Is it over? No. There's a possibility Minnesota can get back in this ball game, but what we've seen in this first half is a long shot away to even believing they can get something together to get back in this game. But it happens. That's why we play these games. That's why the gameplay is here. To see, can it turn around? Will they make a run? Or would it get spread out even deeper? Move. That's something they got to look into, because right now those little quick plays, they're working. What a shock. Not a surprise to me. You got to read and react. At this point, if you throw a pick, you throw a pick. These quick slants look like they're working. And I would try that cornerback over there a few more times with Thielen. I don't believe he can hold him.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. A give. This is Cook, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple of
Yeah, and he snuck right in and hit him in his chest.
Nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defense.
Coming up on halftime, if you're Minnesota, you got to get some kind of points out of this. Touchdown will be the best deal.
Stack things up and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
throwing on 2nd and 8. Cousins. He'll dump this off to Cook.
But what you don't want is to put the hands back in this Cowboys offense with a 2-minute warning for them to stack more points on top of what they already have. So this is a big 3rd and 5. for Minnesota.
Receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The Vikings on third down. As bad as you can be. 0 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Haven't picked one up yet.
Play, Cousins to Cook.
Oh, that was tough. It's a way to move the Powell. You mean to tell me that's the first third down conversion? Couldn't come at a better time, I'll tell you that.
Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action.
There you go. Now we're getting some 3-step drop backs and letting the ball go. That's how you beat this defense. Not these 8 to 10 step drop backs, hold the ball, wait for somebody to get open. In the process, you're on the ground. Here you go. Best this offense has looked.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back, reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they've got it inside.
I don't know how he got rid of that ball. That ball almost looked like it squirted out after he got hit. You mean to tell me the defense is even helping on their completions? I'd love to see that play again.
This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Vikings
all right.
second of their timeouts.
Touchdown is looking promising at this point. Y'all need it badly.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And
whoa. Looked like he was stopped. Good touchdown. Play that again. Had a big lunge forward. Right there. Like he just threw him down, and right here, he got contact. He just swirled in there. It was like a twist around. There's no need to get camera play. We got plenty more of those to get.
And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Much needed touchdown for this offense. Give them a little hope coming into the second half. I think Dallas, did Dallas get it back after half, I believe? Or is it the Vikes? Because that'll be crucial.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
I think the Vikes get it back coming in the second half. I think they'll receive it.
Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. Why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have herded him to this big number so far. we could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. A first down throw for Prescott.
Now look at this here.
Just shy of the 45-yard line.
Y'all should not even be allowing them to get any points on this drive if you want to give yourselves any chance. I mean, how hard it is to stop them on 49 seconds, now 43 seconds on the clock, just to stop them from scoring. This will be an embarrassment.
Looking to throw, Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
All right now. A few more stops y'all have to make. Keep them out of field goal range.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Or the evolution of the game. And
So 3rd and 1. They're letting the clock tick. Oh, they just called a timeout. That could have helped y'all out. That's to y'all benefit. Y'all just got to keep this in the field of play, and we're going to halftime. They won't have enough time to rush that field goal team out there for a kick if y'all just keep them in the green.
When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it.
There it is. Good defense. They got the first, but that will end the half. That'll be 35-17 going into the half. And we will be back.
Cowboys out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome in, everyone, to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everybody, to our abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. This one is maybe not exactly in the bag yet, but there is definitely a big mountain to climb in this 3rd quarter. The teams are already back out there, so let's not waste any time. We'll turn it back over to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. As well as we are underway in quarter 3. Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in the 2nd half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the 1st half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. 2nd half starts with a carry by Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott, and his throw is going to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Being chased out left. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a pickup of 6. But nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job seeing he got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Steps away to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned
Looks
it
like
into
Dak is trying to get 100 yards in this game as well.
Excellent job getting
Well, the
down
Cowboys
and
did
avoiding a big
receive the 2nd half kickoff. So that was a disadvantage to the Vikings, especially if they can come away with points.
Across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big
Here's that dreaded 3rd down. 1 yard to get. I mean, these Cowboys' percentage is off the charts in this area.
Sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott.
My. And guess who's back?
And we will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know
That's
that.
the 2nd 3rd down pickup on this drive.
Big yardage and a first down. I think the defense
And
falls
Cooper,
asleep
he's
with the
just
switch on that one.
picking up where he left off.
Tripled him, anything to keep the ball in his hands.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. He finds his man complete. It's Schultz. And they've got it
They're just
inside.
killing this defense. I mean, killing this defense.
Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
You have a vision right now of everything that was discussed in the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets, because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
To throw is Prescott.
There it is.
It's caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Lamb says, y'all are the sheep.
I am. I mean, he's been fun
Look
to
at the
watch
separation.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master.
I mean, that guy was beat from hut.
Not just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. The
Man, they keep this pace up. I mean, they could break a scoring record. I don't think it'll happen because they'll start milking this clock pretty soon and kind of call off the dogs a little bit. I mean, usually a team stays this aggressive when they have a, close to a 30, 40-point lead. They'll kind of run the ball more, milk more clock, not going for deep passes down the field. So we'll see how aggressive Dallas stays throughout this second half.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. It's the Vikings' turn on offense. We get ready for their first possession of the second half.
But you have to give credit where it's due. These Cowboys are well oiled. This is how you come off a bye week. When you're well rested, you have time to sit back, watch film, break a team down, coming in on the road, all about business. This is business.
Big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he powers his way up past the 30. And on the stop, Devontae Casey.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
From the 31, Cousins.
Yeah, why not? We're used to seeing that.
Coming right up the gut, gets in there for a loss of 9.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rough.
Tell me about it.
5 sacks now that they've given up.
Just about to start talking about that offensive line.
Like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
I mean, Cousins, he's got credit for a lot of this. But that offensive line, they've done him no justice, no favors.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Cousins to throw it. That'll be complete.
Look at that. This defense side to side. I mean, they say we can do it vertical. We can do it horizontal. It doesn't matter. That was the one guy that needed to make a play, and he made it. He missed that tackle. He's going for a while.
And boy, the defense took advantage with that loss.
And the defense, they were just locked in there on 3rd. They had more guys than they could block.
Okay. If you want a touchdown, he'll give it to you. I mean, everybody else getting one.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And that will come the offense as they take.
We'll see if Cooper gets that touchdown he's asking for. 4 touchdowns. Only thing he's done wrong was the pick 6 early in this ball game. Other than that, he's been spickety clean.
This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
2nd and 5. Prescott now to the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His 5th touch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
And the beat goes on, beat goes on.
As we see here, coverage not been very good, soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now Prescott.
Oh, somebody actually located him.
He gets the sack there. Remember, they had a nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right
Somebody
there.
finally got tired of seeing the same old rollout for either a beat, broke it down, covered big pass play, or him running it to get a first down. Somebody got tired of it. Can this defense back him up and get him off the field? That's the question. Oh, man. He's coming through, spinning and twirling like Bo Jackson.
Well executed there on 2nd down, so do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility, but now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Here's Prescott.
Why not? Why not? These guys out here all Americans. Are you kidding me?
You can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I
Get
think this
that
team
move.
can continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
They're in position now to give Cooper what he wants. He wants a touchdown.
Here's Gallup getting it on the jet sweep, and he went backwards. They'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Is that the first loss on a running play?
You're expecting to see space in front of you, but if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Now Prescott. To the sideline, and it's caught.
That's out of bounds, I believe. Yeah.
They tried to get him into space coming out of the backfield, but it'll be 3rd down.
certainly appeared to take away his first
3rd and 12. Who thinks they're going to pick this one up? What are the odds that they'll pick this up? I say 100%. That was a good run, though. Good sneak up the middle. So they can afford that. And they might have done it just to get a field goal kicker some work, some exercise at this point.
I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
So, yeah, this is what I meant by, you get a lead like this. You start doing plays on 3rd down like that, just for positioning. And they'll do a more lot of it in the 4th quarter. Because I'm getting tongue twisted and tied. But yeah, they put the 4-5 on them. 5 from a 50 piece.
After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Vikings now heading onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. Able to shake free for about 7 up to the 35.
They pretty much controlled him.
Staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it. 7 yards on first down. That fits the bill.
When this Dallas defense haven't, gave up too much of anything as far as the run or the pass. It kept everything pretty much at bay.
And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Oso Diggy able to drop him that time.
This is where it gets fun for this defense.
Collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answer for this unrelenting.
They have the capabilities of at least getting 10 sacks as a ball club in this game.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. Throwing is Cousins.
Oh.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium.
That play right there describes how this game's been going for the Vikings. Right there. That was the cherry on top of this melted volcano chocolate fudge brownie.
Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. Getting set to go again. We get a look at Amari Cooper as he heads back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're
Schultz
thinking
is real close. Next catch should give him 100 yards receiving. Add him to the bunch.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
From the 44, Prescott. He'll fire deep.
Taking a shot. Whoa. Look at that.
And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
They say conservative. I don't think so. They done rolled him to sleep and took a shot and dropped right in the breadbasket. You can't make it no better than this. Look at that. That's beautiful. My.
With the defender usually on his back.
They putting up a piece of framework. This is framework.
On the option, here's Elliott. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal. They'll look to throw here. That is caught.
He's got it.
For the Cowboy touchdown.
He finally got what he wanted.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Cowboys continue to
Top that over 100 yards receiving with a touchdown.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him.
Yeah. You got one, I got one.
Zerline now for the PAT.
A biggity beatdown.
And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
This is how you come on the road and rob them of the house.
And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown.
They're taking everything in it. Give me the TV. Give me the washer and dryer. I want the jury out the top drawer. Give it all to me.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now.
Pretty soon the Vikes going to realize Cousins not going to be the guy for them moving forward. I'm pretty sure they're going to be looking at the draft soon or trying to make a trade. I don't know the situation, but Cousins won't be the answer to win a Super Bowl for this franchise.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there,
It's almost a little too late to start smarting up Cousins.
was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally
He
good.
left about 10 to 12 of those throwaways on the field already.
To have you with us from Minneapolis, 3rd quarter here, 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Cousins. That is caught by Thielen.
Oh, almost looked like a bobble. He was able to get both feet down.
Maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work.
It's a tough catch to make, even though he was open.
They've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a 1st down.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. It would have picked
Deep in the 3rd quarter, like Cousins still battling to make 200 yards here. And receiving here and passing yards.
across each zone. You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Good catch.
On his number again, it's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage. And that
He's a guy I'd be looking for on every drop back.
it's often a tight curl.
He hasn't let too many get away from him.
Again, zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead
Even
area.
grabbing it in tight coverage.
A bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. And that is incomplete.
I figured it was going to be hard to hold on to that one if he would have caught that ball.
And those two just haven't been in sync.
I mean, they put his lights out.
Against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action now. Cousins.
What you gonna do?
Well, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And that will be incomplete.
Overshot. Partial throwaway. I think he was thinking about that rush a little too much.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Did he put that on a dime?
Oh, man.
Wow. Out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
We got one hero for the side for the Vikings.
It comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1 yard line.
There'll be the one guy that goes in the locker room after this and be like, well, I did my job.
Nobody in the stadium feels better than he does right now. Just a slew of touchdown passes. He's been spectacular.
And you and I both know this is a team game, one of the best
As
team
long as he
games
says that a little bit under his breath, because I think he will be mauled. He said that out loud in the locker room.
That's been mesmerizing and a whole lot of fun to watch.
He's hoping to keep it going here in the third quarter. Pushing through the contact. And he will double the space they have to work with as they take it from the 2 to the 4.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Elliott. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup.
Buck 50 for Ezekiel Elliott.
What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence
On the
felt.
Cowboys, I'll run it right again. What do you have to lose?
He'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Schultz.
Oh, they closed in on him pretty quick. That was the only first true stop they got in this ball game.
That call was made not so much to try and get the first down, although they would have taken it if they could have gotten it, but to give their punter a little bit of space and try and help out.
And they had to come on conservative play calling by the Cowboys.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return. Football going back to the Vikings offense. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take?
Just to feel good.
Yeah.
Let's just go to the football.
I got to try to get in there for a touchdown.
101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now with 14 carries.
And that's why Dalvin Cook is the Minnesota Vikings feature. As he gets the ball in his hands, good things happen. 2nd in the NFL last year in rushing with 1,557 yards. And that's now back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons and 30 combined total touchdowns. What a player is Dalvin Cook.
Now a run with Cook. No, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. First
That
down,
should bring us to the
Vikings.
end of this third quarter, 52-17. Cowboys well in hand. Coming off a bye week.
Kicking off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them. Gets big yardage and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Well, he's been busy and not busy, if you know what I mean.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they went in with short flats, and that one ended up going backwards.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he will be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Cousins on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big...
All right, Cowboys should be putting together a stamped by Borden milk job on this drive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll hand it off to Elliott to begin the drive.
Oh, man.
First down and more. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup.
Will he get out of here with 2 bones before this is over with?
That's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they
When you look around on this offense,
he's the guy they've turned to, and
it can be at least
they've got the confidence to keep
3 to 4
keep
guys
picking up good yardage.
that can get player of this game. Who would you give it to in this ball game?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
I mean, we already know we got Schultz. He could be a candidate.
They'll go option to the short side.
We already know Cooper is a candidate, especially getting injured and then coming back. Still getting over 100 yards. They ain't getting him a touchdown. We already know Ezekiel Elliott can easily get it with his numbers. And then we also know Dak Prescott can for sure get it with his performance. I mean, CeeDee Lamb, without those early drops, he could have been a candidate. So you really got to look at this. I mean, who would you give it to? Leave a comment, let me know. I mean, it is puzzling. Me personally, I want to give it to Dak so bad because he kind of, you know, he set this tone early just by his aggressive pass throwing, being near perfect throughout this game, besides the pick six. Is that Cooper that dropped that one? Definitely won't see that often. But that won't mess up him being a candidate.
What's going on here? Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play.
He just got pancaked.
Just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Vikings will be backed up deep to begin their drive.
But me personally, I would give it to Dak Prescott.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big
as tough as it is to choose, because the Cowboys had a lot of players in this one. Big time players. But I'm going to give it to the guy who's driving the ship, Dak Prescott.
He'll start by handing it off to Dalvin Cook. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut. So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Cousins. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. This has to go down as one of the simple routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over it, and they got there to break that one up. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins now.
Oh, that's just a bad throw. He's had plenty of those in this ball game. It's overshot Cook. And Cook was open. That's why I say it's going to be a change made at some point for this franchise at the quarterback position.
Cousins again. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion.
Now saying that, you know, the Vikes will lose this bad for Sunday night, I'm not saying that at all. But this is the gameplay And it kind of, it's going to set it up for Sunday night. Now, which way it's going to go, we're going to see. That's why we play these games.
Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. Micah Parsons, the rookie, in on the stop.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, Cousins. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now, defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
And he will have the Vikings first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. To the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with the bigger guy to try and use size? Do you go with the quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second.
Signs of life.
1st and 10. Now a pass taken.
That would be more like life after death. You want to put it that way.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 2nd and 4. Cousins gives way to Cook, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty, but when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Pair of 3rd down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this 3rd down try. Cousins. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. Terrell Basham, his 2nd sack of the night.
I would just punt, Dad. No need to be a hero and try to go for it. Yeah, the game is over, but you don't want them piling up points off of y'all just unable to move the ball. And quickly here, what's on a tab for this week on the NFL schedule. And they went for it and actually got it. Yeah. But anyway, we got the Eagles at the Lions. My Eagles, of course. And what a pitiful season is turning out to be. But they're going to play the winning list Lions. So, I mean, if any win we can get, we should be able to get that one. But I've seen crazier things happen. And usually when a team hasn't won any games, I mean, one game, they're going to end up getting it. I just hope this one's not the one. I just dearly hope this one's not the one. We got the Rams and the Texans. Well, we already know what that was going to be like. That one's going to be like when they played the Cardinals. It'll be something like that. So we ain't going to elaborate too much on that matchup. That was definitely one-sided. 49ers and Bears. That can be a good one there. I will tell people to actually tune in on that one. That should be a good one. I mean, both of those teams have been kind of struggling. They're on the wrong side of the wins and losses. So I would advise to tune in on that one. In an old rivalry, Bills and Dolphins. Dolphins, they're on the wrong side for sure. They only marked up one game this season so far. Just take Cousins out of the ball game. I mean, if you want any piece of him left for next week, I mean, this guy here has been stretched out, ironed, creased, steamed the whole ball game. We have Bengals and Jets. Bengals looking good. Better than they looked in some time. I don't want to say Chris Collinsworth was a wide receiver. Last time they had a little promise. But I don't think we'll go that far. But yeah, that's one game matchup. I don't know if I would. I mean, I'll tune in to all of them, like I said before. But actually watching that game just doesn't have that much appeal to me. I feel instead of the Jets, you put another team in there, possibly. But no. Panthers and Falcons. They're kind of mirroring each other a little bit. Things definitely hasn't been going so far as they would like. So, I mean, you can tune in to that one and you cannot. Depends on you. But basically from where they're at, could be a good one to watch. But I will tell you one that will be a good one to watch, and that's the Steelers and Browns. Oh, yeah. Old black and blue game. I believe Mayfield is going to play in that one. So, yeah. That's a big one for actually both teams, but definitely for the Steelers. They've been really inconsistent. You know, so they're looking to grab one. So you got two hungry teams trying to battle it out early afternoon for Sunday. And Zeke on this drive is trying to get his 2 bills.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches and have
I mean, just a workhorse.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can.
And they got the Titans and the Colts. Yeah. That's one to tune in. That'll be a good one. That will be a good one. Jaguars and Seahawks. I tell you one thing, if the Seahawks want to get back on their rhythm, if they even had a rhythm this year, you know, sitting at 2-5. But the Jaguars will be the team to get back on stride again. You got Patriots and Chargers. That will be a good one, I would say. Patriots are in unfamiliar territory coming into this season, sitting at 3-4. So if they want to try to make some changes, going in and playing the Chargers at home, pulling that out, that can give you a lot of confidence. A lot of confidence. This one here is a must-watch. Buccaneers and Saints. While we're at the 2-minute warning, 52-17, 3rd and 2. Let's see if the Vikings stop them on here, something they haven't done all game. Oh,
He is very close to a first down
very
before
close.
spotting that football.
And
He's gonna
look
be
like
forced
they've
to
got him.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe
That's a
seriously have to
small
think about going
victory for a
for it.
heavy
Especially where
price.
they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might
Yeah,
hurt
but
your
Bucks and
punter because there
Saints.
might not be enough space, maybe
Especially
too
if
far for your
old
field
Drew
goal
Brees
kicker.
was still there.
I'm like
He
the old
wasn't
rule.
retired, but hey, he's
Possession
doing
is
a
9/10
heck of a
of the law.
job.
Possession
The
is 9/10 of
NBC,
winning the game.
well
4th,
deserved for
get the
him.
first down, close it out.
He has nothing to prove.
Here's Brian Anger now. He's been terrific so far.
We got the Washington football team and the Broncos.
Averaging 50 yards a minute so
That's a
far as
game
this
that
one's
I
away.
don't want to glance at, put it that way, but I'm pretty sure I'll cross paths with it. That might be the worst matchup of the week.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis.
I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody tell me, but that could be the worst matchup of the week. Washington football team and the Denver Broncos. Tell me if I'm crazy. And obviously the Sunday night matchup, what we have here on Gameplay. So that's definitely a must watch.
Cousins on first down. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he's going to get this from
We
the
have
6
Giants
to
and
the
Chiefs.
12. A pickup of 6 as they double their
That's
workspace.
Monday night.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end. Maybe
We
a
will
little
have that
faster
on
position
Gameplay, of
because
course.
he creates mismatches with his size.
I don't believe
Slot
I'll be
receivers do the same thing
doing
with their
commentary
quickness,
on
their
that one.
speed, and their route
But
running
we
savvy.
will have Gameplay on that Monday night for sure.
Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line.
But all of a sudden, the
17 yards, first down, Vikings.
offensive passing game wants to light up.
Catch of the game defensively, they bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game.
Caught by the hard-running Jefferson, who
Man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of
made
angles.
remarks about this game, how he said it was a must-win for them to get on the right side of the winning column. But unfortunately, that's not the case here.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this
And then
second
Thursday
half.
night, of course, we had the Packers and Cardinals.
Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. That catch good for only a couple.
Packers pulled that out with their number one star receiver not playing. That was huge. So that's it, folks. 52-17. I mean, these Cowboys were just as sharp as a machete on Halloween. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We also have Halloween. The only one got scared in this ball game was the Vikes. Stats coming up next.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Minneapolis, good night, everybody.
Total offense was a long shot by the Cowboys. 657 or 294. No contest. Look at the rushing yards. I mean, they've just been gapping in these categories. 418 on the passing yards belongs to the Cowboys to 210 Vikes. First downs 29-19 by the Cowboys. Got some punt return yards and some kick return yards. Well, you can say the Vikes stole that show, but that's not the show you want to steal. That's not going to make too much of a difference unless you're breaking them away for touchdowns. Total yardage, 745 to 442. Cowboys just chewed up all the yardage in this ball game. One turnover in the whole ball game. Cowboys was the one to have it with the pick 6. Very key right here. Third down conversions, which is very important in every ball game. But look what the Cowboys was able to do. 11 for 17, 64%. To 18% by the Vikes. Now that is terrible percentage. Will put you in a bind and have you lose 52-17. Fourth down conversion, 1-1. Cowboys, 2-3. Vikes. Not a lot of gambles, but just a few. No 2-point conversions. We got red zone percentage, which is 100 by the Cowboys and 66 by the Vikes. Red zone TDs. Between the red zone percentage and the red zone TDs, Cowboys just knocked it completely out of the box here. 6-1 on red zone TDs. Field goals, Cowboys say we don't do field goals. We do touchdowns. So the Vikings won. And time possession belongs to the Cowboys. Check out these player stats. Which quarterback brings a win? Ding, 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 ding. Dak Prescott. What a game. Not only the yardage, look at the completion percentage. Look at the 5 touchdowns versus the 1 interception. And the passing rating. Cousins couldn't get a touchdown throw. Nor did he get a pick. So, pedestrian at best by him. He did nothing to win it, but everything to lose it. Oh man, Ezekiel Elliott. It's going to be hard for you to sleep at night, knowing you were just 2 yards away from 2 Bills rushing. Would you rather have the victory? We know and understand that. Cook with 84. Prescott, 38 yards. He was getting them at a little over 6 a pop. Look at the receiving. Look at Schultz. Dutch Schultz is what I call him. 10 grabs for 101 yards, 10 yards a catch, average. The guy has 3 touchdowns, no drops. It's always key to see no drops. And that's why he was in the making of MVP of this game. There's Cook. He did well in the passing game once they started to realize, hey, we need to open it up a little bit and give him some balls, which it fared well, just didn't end up in a whole bunch of points. But it gave him a little relief. Thielen, he comes up big like always. He's their best wide out. He's got 8 for 105, no drops by him. There's Cooper. Finally got his touchdown. Just 7 grabs for 111. He had 1 drop. CeeDee Lamb now, he would have been over 100 yards himself if it wasn't for his drops. He had 3 of them. But he's still a solid wide receiver. I mean, he's still learning. He's good. Possibility to be great. He had a touchdown as well. 5 for 93. But this whole wide receiving core just were feasting on this defense. Let's go back on defense. Let's see here. Free safety Woods, he showed out a little bit, along with Kendricks. But you pretty much knew it was going to be a lot of secondary play. I mean, they had no choice. I mean, they had balls coming from everywhere, from all the receivers. Eventually, you have no choice but to make plays. So they were able to, get them some tackles or two and get on the mark. A little kicking there and punting. That should do it, folks. I mean, we had a blowout. And that's just putting it real sweet. It's a little worse than that. Cowboys coming off that bye, put their foot down, and kept moving forward. Didn't give this team a chance from kickoff. This is Goodymo Gaming. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. The ones that have subscribed, appreciate it. We'll be next on Monday night. No commentary on that one. Just some good old gameplay, setting the tone. This is Goodymo Gaming. And we out of here. Peace.